New artist alert!
All right, we have the lovely, amazing, handsome, charming, intelligent. If we had a Mount Rushmore of patrons, Miguel's face would be one of those four. He would have to be.
Oh,
he would have to be. He was one of my first patrons on my first channel, and then you joined up with me and we became Welp. He came over right away. I think he was our first patron. He's been with us since day one. He actually listens to my podcast that I do as well. This guy does everything. He has supported the Ryan train forever. So Miguel, we love you. However, you still have to pay money and give us requests. Okay, so here we go. This is such a request. He goes, "Hola, Ryan and Nathan. My request for October is Siouxsie and the Banshees. I feel like I've heard the name. That's all I know. The song is called The Killing Jar. Being openly gay," this is Miguel talking, not me. I'm in the closet still. I'm in the closet. Leave me alone. "Being openly gay in the 80s was not easy. I got into 6 fist fights my freshman year of high school with people who hated what I am. Mexican?"
Oh, yeah. This is a different kind of fly swatter that you're getting.
Oh, stop it. I think he's referring to the gay part. It's not clear. I'm sorry. It's not clear. "Thankfully, my Vietnam vet dad taught me how to box and a little judo. So one of those fights was with a guy who has been my good friend for 38 years now."
Oh, wow.
It's like me and you. "As we were fighting, our friends pulled us apart, and he and I shook hands and walked to McDonald's. And as we pigged out on McNuggets, he introduced me to music by Siouxsie and the Banshees. And I've been a fan ever since. And their sound was not typical for the 80s. The Killing Jar is my favorite song from them." I love that story, Miguel. It's so cool. So you had a fist fight. This is the way it was back in the day, folks. But remember back when we were kids, we were about Miguel's age. I think he's a couple years older than us. There used to be fights at the bike rack behind the school.
Oh, yeah.
And when the fight was over, it was over. That was it. Whatever beef the two individuals had, it was done. And there was no loser. The fight would just stop. It wasn't like somebody was dead or broken faces. At the end of the day, they were just like, that's it. I'm done. And I've seen handshakes. It wasn't a handshake. It was kind of like, okay, you done? We good? We're good. We're done. And that was it. And then you moved on. The only people that got bullied or anything after that was the people that didn't show up. You had to show up. That's it. Just show up, get your ass beaten. That's fine. But no one ever made fun of you for losing the fight. Nobody made fun of the loser. You both showed up. Anyways, that's just my days. Nowadays, it's like, use your words. Vent on social media. Sometimes I miss the old bike rack days. Okay, here we go. Siouxsie and the Banshees.
But first, a very British group. Siouxsie and the Banshees are one of the survivors of the punk era.
Well, she said Susie. We said Siouxsie.
Well, maybe it is Susie.
It's just Susie. Okay.
20-minute performance of the Lord's Prayer at a punk festival, and released their first record, Hong Kong Garden, 2 years later. Next month, they released Peep Show, their best album in years. Here they are with the first of 2 tracks, Killing Jar.
Sky shadow the size of a make-believe punches through his spine over age. A closet cuts water, snuffing out the magic fury. Woo! And on inside, but lightning rise, swiftly crushed the final of size. Holy needles and sins and needles, he's gasping for air. Wishing well, dust to rust, ashes on gashes, and around the killing job, around the killing job. And around the killing job, around the killing job, and around the killing job, around the killing job.
Okay, all right. That was so cool. That was just what a time capsule. And how have
Right?
we never heard of these guys?
I'm like beating myself, little Nathan, back in the day. Why were you so stuck on those bands? And why would you break out of your stupid obsession with all this other ones? Had I been exposed to that as a teenager,
We liked that song. It wasn't like we just listened to hair metal and heavy metal. So like we did listen to other songs and bands, but I just never heard of them. Just so you know, this was their 9th album.
oh wow,
They're singing a song for their 9th studio album.
there's something pretty just unique. And the on stage, the change over to the
The crunchy
guitarist is
guitar. You got a guy on a cello playing. I love their look. This was 88. So
Yeah.
I love it. Her name is Siouxsie Sue, but it's spelled
Okay.
just like that. Siouxsie
that.
Sue, but
Siouxsie
yeah,
Sue?
but it's Siouxsie Sue. Dude, this is like a freaking, what do you call it? Pandora's box in a good way. There's so much I want to dissect here. I almost want to listen to this whole album. This is their 9th studio album. It's like near perfect score from critics. I guess it was a little bit of change in sound, which I think is fine. It's kind of sad that any band ends. You know, it's always sad to see, oh, they only had 2 albums after this one. And that was it.
oh boy.
So they had 11 studio albums, but then it just stopped. Let's do the next song. I don't even know what it's called, to be honest with you.
Okay.
Now, back to Siouxsie and the Banshees with another cut from their 11th album, Burn Up.
This is their 11th.
Wait,
album.
11th? What? Wait, give me a second.
That last one was probably their 9th, and then this one's their 11th.
Did she get the wrong number, though, maybe? Sorry, I'm just going to do some quick work because I'm looking at their 11th album, which came out. This doesn't make sense because that one came out obviously later in 95. So that doesn't make sense. I think Burn Up is on the same album as The Killing Jar. She said it wrong. Maybe she's counting EPs or something. Wikipedia, when it does studio album counts, it only counts studio full albums. It doesn't count EPs. So fair enough. Okay. Anyways, so yeah, Burn Up is the 5th track from the album. Here we go. All right.
Oh, it's cello making that sound. I was
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
What is that sound?
Woo, harmonica.
Future The killing streak, a Samson kissed, and the fire started from within. Pokes out Trump fever, bless the grin. King Salamander, that's his name. A desert maker, that's his aim. The benign cremates a branding iron in his hand. Unwilling to touch the land. Oh, fire and brimstone is jack-o'-lantern. He likes to watch the buildings burn. Oh, 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 oh. His honest motives, busters flies. He radiates with urgence to hypnotize. This earth's war fire is all he sees. He's a blazing rubber making tracks. The touch paper at your back. Oh, fire and brimstone is Salamander King. Pass wild snow around in birds. Oh, 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 oh.
No, there's a harmonica still, but it might. Wow. Wow. I want to see the whole concert now. I want to watch the whole show. I don't understand who are those people. Oh, this good job. Good job. Good job.
Yes. Well,
if we were there, you and I would have been like in the front row. Like we would have been.
oh yeah.
Miguel, you nailed it again. I love going back in time to see what we missed. But don't kick yourself too hard, Nathan. You might have missed it in our youth, but we're listening to it now together, which is almost just as much fun to discover with you together, with a small audience watching us. And that's the whole idea. And this is fantastic. And I hope some of the Siouxsie and the Banshee fans come by our channel, take a look. I want to hear more. I want to see more. I'm intrigued. This is their 9th studio album. What a journey. They had 11 studio albums. It's nothing to sneeze at anyways. It's just sad. I guess there's always a part of me is like, it's over. Or I just discovered them. It's over. Time goes on. Like time marches on, and it's okay to retire, right? Like sometimes you just retire. It's okay. 11 studio albums is nothing to sneeze at. Like one of my favorite bands of all time, REM. They retired. They didn't quit. They're like, yeah, we've been doing it for 30 years, man. We're good. They can still perform, but they're like, no, they don't want to old man it out, which I can kind of respect. So yeah, fantastic stuff. I loved it. I saved it for last on our stream for a reason. I had a feeling. I don't know why, just by the name alone. Totally ended on a high note. Thank you so much, Miguel. You're amazing. You're awesome. And there's a reason why you're on that Mount Rushmore of our patrons. So thank you so much.
Sí, es la verdad. Thanks, everybody, for joining us for this wonderful reaction. We're so excited to discover new artists like this.
Yes, that's why we do the channel. That's actually why we do it. Yeah.
Yeah, if you want to introduce us to an artist that you think we'll really like, join our Patreon. That's the best place to request it. And as for the rest of you, we'll see you on the next one.